Oh, landmines and jellyfish, welcome back to Knives, I guess. And remember, folks, finger sandwiches is only okay when it's not a verb. So here we are on episode 10 of the Superbudget Showdown, which means this is the season finale. And of course, this is my quest to find the best knife I can for within a few cents of 15 bucks or less. And you gotta have the ground rules, and those are, and they always have been, within a few cents of 15 bucks or less. It's gotta have a pocket clip, it's gotta be a tip-up carry, and it's gotta have a locking mechanism. And those four parameters have made it a bit of a challenge, but that also means it's been fun to find these and flog them. And, you know, it doesn't feel like it has been 10 weeks going into this. But each one of these knives has had a week of carry and a week of use and a week of beating on. And today we're going to go in on the Buckshot Knives rainbow pocket cleaver-ish thing. And the gas station is strong with this one. I'm going to say that right out of the gate. You know, and I enjoy these rainbow finishes on glossy stuff on some knives like this one. And I wish nicer knives had that, but we all know this rainbow anodizing is the mark of the beast for cheap knives. The handle, these scales are a pearlescent resin, and it feels a lot like a Lumalite or a tabletop resin. But it still looks pretty cool, but this needed to be glossy to really make it pop. And, of course, that takes a lot of time and effort to polish this stuff up and make it look right polished. You've got a liner lock here, 3CR13 blade. It's assisted open, and the pocket clip is tip up, which is the Lord's carry. And I carried this one for a week, and in the waistband, this was super, super comfortable. It was as comfortable as this one. Like, nothing dug in. All these edges are broken down and rounded off as much as they need to be. It slid in and out of the waistband nicely. The pocket clip was a great pocket clip to have. I really liked carrying it, and I liked the level of comfort that it had. I went in and did cardboard slayer on this, and it survived 15 cuts through 2 layers of cardboard. I folded it in half just to really push it on about half of those, and then the other half was just normal cardboard single layer. After 15 cuts, it stopped shaving. So I gave it another 20 cuts and pushed it really hard, and at 35, it stopped push cutting paper very easily. It was kind of tearing instead of cutting. So those numbers are kind of low. I'm not going to lie. And, you know, I expected a little bit better. I've had 3CR go into the 50s before it stopped shaving, but you know how it is. You buy these cheap knives, you don't know what kind of heat treatment you're getting. And where does this put this in terms of the competition? Oh, this thing earned a nice solid 8th place. The comfort for the carry was there. The ease of use was there. And it's a lot easier to use than this one. And, I mean, that's the thing, is probably back here, this is the least... the more difficult one to use out of the whole batch. And, you know, it's kind of unfortunate because, again, I expected the 3CR to hold up a little bit better, but these guys all did a lot better on the cut test. This one, of course, very uncomfortable to carry, and we don't talk about the Smith & Wesson knife. Outside of I did do some work on it, and I tuned the detent, and with a very light wrist flick, it pops open like it's supposed to for something on nylon washers. So it was fixable. The blade rattle's gone, but you see, not enough wrist flick. It don't go, so it's not like it really pushed it any farther up here. And I will say, going into this, I didn't expect there to be 2 just runaways that absolutely dominated the field as hard as they did. And of course, the Duratec knife, this is the grand champion. This is the one that took all the beans home. And, you know, that's on the back of the 8CR13 steel blade, the axis lock, the flick right here. That centrifugal flick is so nice to have on something like this, and I didn't expect to find this on a $15 knife. And by the way, this thing is $14.99 on Amazon right now. I'll drop a link in the pinned comment so that if you want one, you can go get it. It was very comfortable to carry in the waistband. The texturing on the G10 was fantastic. Like, everything about this is skookum. Just the blade steel's on the cheap side, but 8CR13 is going to get most of us where we want to go. Even if you're beating on it a bit, it'll hold an edge for a minute and easy to sharpen back up. And again, I didn't expect right out of the gate to find something this damn dominant for 15 bucks. This still amazes me. And of course, for I think around 12 bucks, it was the Crescent Tools knife, and this is right there with the Duratec. The centrifugal flick is the only thing that set these two apart, because you got your flipper tab, it's on bearings, it's got a good solid lock that's really well centered. The blade is centered well. The red standoffs are a nice visual pop. Like, this thing's got all the good things going on. And this is a 5CR15. And these both did really well in the carry. It's just this one edged it out. So this is our grand champion for episode 10 and the season finale. And yeah, like I said, I didn't expect this, but that is the field. That's where everything lined up. These are going to get put off to the side somewhere where they're not in the way of everything, because I'm not going to carry them again for a while. Season 2 is shaping up nicely. We're going to have all the knives for it here before we start. It's going to be a few weeks because I'm enjoying carrying my good stuff again. My bug outs, my Van Hoy Snapfire, you know, the nicer stuff that I have, the 8010. It's not like I only have these cheap knives, but it feels like it looks like it sometimes. But, you know, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you so much. If you've been watching the series, thank you so much. I've been enjoying myself immensely playing with these things. And again, I'm going to plug the subscribe. We hit 1,000. I'm going to start giving stuff away. Someone's going to get one of these probably before we hit 1,000. That may be at the 500 mark. And, you know, I'm looking forward to being able to do that and justify it, because I don't want to do a giveaway and have a field of 4 people to pick from. You know, I'd like to make it fun. But all that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and y'all have a nice day. See you later.